Welcome to Garage Built Strongman, the worst strongman channel you're going to find anywhere. Today we're practicing for Arnolds for 2026. The first event that I'm going to be practicing is keg loads. Um, we got kind of a nice day. The temperature is like 2 or 3 degrees. That's Canadian, so I don't know what that is in American. It's not as cold. Uh, so I get to go outside and do it today, which is kind of nice. It's nice to get outside to train. Okay, so what I have here, so I have my yoke, just an old piece of plywood and a couple old tires, and a skid mat for tractor trailer. They put stuff on top of them so shit don't slide around trailers. I stuck a 2x4 underneath it to create a little bit of an angle. Now I'm going to use a sandbag to warm up with because I don't want to just jump to a 220-pound keg. I think that's what the weight is. It might be only 210. I don't know. But I thought, well, I'll do some warm ups with this and get the body ready to go. The bar's at 52 inches for now. I think we'll be loading more 54 to 56. But again, I haven't moved a keg in like a year. So to get my back and body warmed up, get myself used to the lifts, and build up that upper body strength, the lifting technique, and everything. And then as we move forward, I can increase the weights and the heights. So for Arnold's, I've never been to Arnold's, so I'm gonna hazard a guess. I'm gonna say the keg is probably gonna be 250-ish, maybe a bit more. That's pounds, not kilograms. So I've got four. Yeah, I got 4 kegs. 3 of them aren't filled, so I'm gonna keep the one at say 220, or maybe I'll bump it to 225, and fill another one maybe at 250, so that I've got some weights to work with. I did 250 a couple of years ago at Nationals, and I didn't have a 250-pound keg, so I just worked with my 200 that I had at the time, and 250 was no problem. So if I can be comfortable with a 250 keg, I'll be fine. All right. Okay. So I've done a handful of sets with the 150-pound sandbag just to warm my back and everything up. So I have another keg here. Roll this bad boy out of the way. I don't want to get it into the grass. Let me throw it on the concrete there. Okay, so this is a standard keg, nothing special, except for somebody rattle canned it black. I picked it up dirt cheap. All of them I picked up fairly cheap at a Wreckers. Anyway, so okay, so one thing, this one's completely empty. It only weighs 20 pounds maybe. If you're at a gym that they don't have kegs, not all gyms, even strongman gyms, won't all have kegs. So if they don't, but they do have a circus dumbbell, most of the circus dumbbells are, mine is 13 inches. This one's about 15 inches on the outside. So you could get kind of a similar feel. You can load it and kind of, it'll be different. It'll definitely be different, but you could still kind of get the mechanics of it. So at any rate, so I have knee sleeves on. I compete in the Masters 50 plus because I am 50 plus years old. So I have knee sleeves on, A, to protect my knees, B, to protect my knees. Typically, I would use elbow sleeves, and I chalk the hell out of them, chalk my arms and everything up for good grip. Some guys use gloves. You know, you find what works for you. But I'm just going to give a short tutorial about how I do this. So typically, your keg is probably going to start standing up like so. I'm showing you how I do it. There's many ways to do it. I would suggest if there's other videos to watch a few more. get an idea. So I grab the handle, pull it over, right? Depending on where it is, if they let you adjust it, I suggest maybe seeing if you can offset it a bit so you can pull it over in this fashion. And then get your feet under it. My toes here. Don't stuff your toes under it. Grab the handles or the outside edges. Pick up straight as you can. Duck down under it. Now see how close I am to the bar? I want to stay as close to the bar as I can, because if I'm back here, I don't want to have to walk with the keg. That's too much movement. So we're going to do this. I pick it up, get down under it, and I can't get down today. I don't know why. So this is the way I have it. So I pull back, and I'm basically only gripping with my fingers, and I shove my thumbs inside. You see my thumb inside? And then as I come up, I want to roll it back as best I can and step forward and let it go. Um, there's probably more efficient ways to do it. Some people will or will not put their thumb inside. It's worked for me in the past. As I go up in weight, I may have to adjust my grip and how I do things. So again, knock your keg over, straight up, get down under it, grip, and back. Most of the time, you're going to scrub over the top of the bar because of the weight. Most of the competitions won't allow you to bulldog it. Bulldogging it would be underneath it like this and pushing it up. Um, you don't want to try and throw it too far. You want it to just go over, and go down. Because if you do this, it may not roll that far if it's empty, but the keg is now 25 feet away. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time from the front, just to show you. I don't know if it matters or not. It may or may not. So again, if you can get your keg over to the side, maybe turn it so the handles are easy to grip. Take it, pull it, get it where you can. You may end up over to the side a little bit. If they allow you to adjust it, put it where you can best grip it, and as center as possible. So lean back a little bit like a deadlift, right? You get it up here. You should most people should be able to do this, and then you're going to sit down as far as you can into it. You're going to hold on, and get under it. And as you stand up, you're probably going to come up like this, though, right? So this is where you got to be able to power it up, right? So I'm exaggerating. So you get up like this to here. So you're going to want to like a little shuffle forward and down it goes. Now, in saying that, again, I haven't done proper kegs in a while, so let's go get the big boy and see if I can put my money where my mouth is. Okay, now that I've pretended like I know what the fuck I'm doing. So sadly, I weighed this keg, and it is 232 pounds. I'm not excited about that. I wish it was 200. So moving forward, I have other kegs that I'm going to fill. So I think I'll put one at 200, and I might bump this one to 250. It's only another 20 pounds. This is mostly sand filled, and then there's a metal that I got from work in pellet form that I put in there. It's very heavy. Hope this wind isn't screwing the audio up. To increase the weight. So you may have to consider what kind of thing you put inside of it. Sand will definitely get you to the 200-pound range. Okay, so I'm not using a lifting belt. I'm just using my soft belt here. I've got my elbow sleeves on. I've chalked the hell out of my hands and the sleeves. And definitely need a mouth guard. So I'm going to, we're going to, okay. So I want to set it up where I like it. I'm going to get it way over to the edge here. Also, just as I put it together, this is a stopper, a rubber stopper for PVC piping, instead of one of the glue-on ones, and there's a gear clamp on top. It's been 3 years like that, so good to go. All right, that went way better. The trouble is now that my hand's dirty. I'm gonna get a rag and wipe that down. Wipe my mat here. I had to roll it through the sand because I didn't feel like carrying it. So it's a bit filthy dirty. So let's do that. Really happy with the way that moved. I was not expecting that to go the way it did. As I said, I haven't moved a keg in a while. Technique seems to be still comfortable for me. I didn't overthink it too much. So, right, I'll show you one more time. Well, twice more. All right, I'm going to drag it over where I want it. Tip it. Oh, there we go. And that is my sandbag? No, it's a keg. It's a keg. That is my keg tutorial. Yeah. Well, I hope this helps somebody. At least gives you an idea. I got another 2 sets of this to do, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing. And maybe next week I will get another video of another event, and we'll go from there. Guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Hope you come back for more. Like, subscribe, all that horse shit. I don't care what you do. I'm just trying to have some fun and help people out. See ya.